Hello and welcome to episode 12. After a successful previous episode, we're hoping to continue our success. Obviously, we were struggling last episode with the team, with having a larger team, trying to schedule two different teams for two different tours and all this other jazz. Today, it will be no easier because we have a lot on the menu for today. Starting off with the Grand Prix Antalya, a slightly hilly section there in the middle with three hills, but overall quite flat towards the end. A 1.2 race. We have been scoring incredibly well, so we just want to keep that up, and I think we should do fine here. Next up, we have Melbourne Warrnambool, another quite flat race. There is, again, a bit of a hilly section there in the middle. But I feel like our sprinters should survive that relatively easily and, score some good points here in this race. That's the goal. Next up, we have the Tour of Changnyeong. Our winner of last year, Yusarang, obviously participating in this as well. And we want to do the same result this year too. 3 stages for us, 2 flat stages, 1 hilly stage. Yusarang making the difference there in the second stage. Let's see what happens this time. Fourth, another day stage, Tour Grand Prix de la Ville d'Annaba, a very flat stage, 80 kilometers, very short, perfect for our sprinters who seem to be dominating. Can we keep this up? That is the question for today. Next up, we have the Grand Prix de la Ville d'Alger, the second Algerian race here on the menu today. Another semi-flat stage, but it is counted as hilly, probably because it goes up and down a bunch. 96 kilometers, not very long again, so we need to make sure that we are in the front, position properly, protect our sprinters, and do well. Then we have the Tour of Alanya. Again, don't confuse this with the Grand Prix of Antalya. 2 very different races, which is classified as a flat, especially towards the end. Our sprinters need to survive 3 hills here, get towards the end, and then do an incredible sprint towards the end to secure our victory. Let's see if we can. And last, but certainly not least, the Visit South Aegean Islands, where we won this last year. This is one of the races which was Jon's large success. One of the 2. Obviously after winning before winning the national jersey as well. Can we repeat that with Jon? We'll have to see. 2 hilly stages, not our specialty. Now let's start today off with the Grand Prix Antalya. Again, don't confuse this with the Tour of Alanya, 2 very different races. But apparently a very flat race. 3 little hills here in the middle that we just need to survive. And then afterwards make sure that our sprinters are positioned properly.
Greetings to all. The profile of this race is quite flat. Expect a fast pace from the peloton. This morning, a few riders told me that they weren't too motivated at the thought of riding in such conditions.
Apparently the rain is pouring down here in today's stage, but that seems to have a pretty good effect on most of our riders except for Savakovsky, sadly. A -3 for him. Not the best for him today, but we cannot always have the best statistics. In these day stages, I feel like the breakaway doesn't really get away too often, or doesn't really try to get away towards the end too often. So what we'll do is obviously defend our riders here. You see me setting it up. We'll defend the Savakovsky as he is one of our main sprinters. We'll defend Kral Christoph as he is another one of our main sprinters. And we have Heo with us today who will defend Ferretti as well. So we'll basically have one half of the team defending the other half of the team, making sure that we stick up front and do not break off. Towards the end here, 9 kilometers left to go, 20 seconds. There's a group of 3 ahead of us, but we are gaining on them relatively rapidly. And our sprint train is going full swing. 7 kilometers left to go. Kim Sung-bom, our mountain support rider, doing the first pole. You see for Heo and Hong, this was already slightly a tiring race, but they've done well to protect our other riders. Savakovsky will be Kral Christoph's lead out today. We catch up with the breakaway, 5 kilometers before the finish line. There was no chance that they would ever get there, especially with the force of our team sprinting. Heo now leading out our group, basically doing a massive push, 3.5 kilometers to go. I do not want to waste his energy too quickly, but he is riding so fast that we're basically getting towards the moment of sprinting relatively quickly. 3 kilometers left to go. I sprint with Heo. There's a massive gap here actually towards the rest of the peloton. I take my chance. I sprint with everyone. Ferretti, Sabakovsky, and KoRail are loose from the peloton. We do a massive sprint. There's another rider catching up to them. Can we make it a 1, 2, and 3? It is a number one for Christoph KoRail, a number 2 for Severi, and a 3rd place here for Oysen Ferretti. Fantastic job here by our 3 riders, getting loose of the group here by the massive jump from Heo, breaking up the peloton, destroying anything of a support structure that they had. And let's see it here in this instant replay that I have for you guys. We have here our group sprinting forward. Heo moves up, but the other riders just cannot follow him. And the moment that Heo is loose, I sprint with the other riders. Heo, basically a beacon up front. No other rider can follow with the remainder of our riders, and we do a great sprint here towards the end. The rest of our riders obviously finishing slightly behind it. Heo ending up here in an 8th place here in this first race. The first 3 podium places are for us. An incredible sprint, a little bit lucky here, I think, for us as well, that the group broke here. And yeah, I mean, you know, happy to take these first 3 places. That'll mean a bunch of points and money as well. You see here, Christoph KoRail, our leader of the team. Fantastic job here by him, keeping his winning streak going. Up next, Melbourne Warrnambool. We have KoRail, Christoph, and Severi again with us. Can we make it 2 out of 2 this episode? Can we get another top 3 with, well, 3 of our riders? That would be fantastic, wouldn't it? And you see here Sabakovsky and KoRail being in the top 10 here of this race, being 2 of the riders that are projected to do well. Let's see if we can keep that as a fact.
The profile of this race is quite flat. Expect a fast pace from the peloton.
Keep that as a fact, I would say. Make that happen. Make that come true. We have quite the sizable team with us today. You see here a lot of our riders. Turnbull Joseph with us as well, the British rider. One of our younger stars as well, really needing to develop here in this team, as most of our riders do. We have Carpentier as well, our support rider, and just basically our team is just a lot of sprinters. Yon in the national jersey of Korea as well. We are ready to make a big splash here with today's team. Yon did the initial push here, really moving our team forward, really getting us ahead here in this race. 8 kilometers left to go. There is a little hill up ahead, so I'm hoping that Kim Hyun-sok here and Carpentier can do a big push over this hill. You see some people trying to break away here on this hill. The gradient is around 3%. It isn't too big for the larger riders, but for our team it is quite tricky as we are sprinters. 21-second gap here for these guys, but they basically used up too much energy trying to get away here. 5 kilometers left to go, as the commentator says. Carpentier, big push here. Downhill as well, so he can recover some energy. Next up is Cole Owen. You see a lot of these other riders already jumping forward, trying to maintain their position, trying to get into a good spot. We sprint relatively early, but I think it is a pretty good position. Sabakovsky sadly loses the wheel, but whoa, what a sprint here by Sabakovsky, launching KoRail, Christoph, but there's another rider in their wheel doing just slightly better than them. No first place for us today. Blake Quick winning this Australian race. For the Australian rider. Still a 2nd and a 3rd place here for us. Very well done here by Christoph KoRail and Severi. Matthijs here in 5th place as well. Joseph in 7th. So our team is incredibly well represented. No victory here in this 2nd stage, but a 2nd and 3rd place for us. I feel like that is almost as good as a victory here. Blake Quick here. Pretty decent stats actually. And contract until 27, so that might be interesting for us as well going up towards the future. Although we have incredible sprinters here with Christoph, so we'll see how we'll have to do. Next up is the Grand Prix de Vieux-Oran. We got a 3rd place there last year with Heo Sung-soo, as you just saw. Let's see if we can repeat that today, or if we can do even better. Obviously our team is a bit better, so I'm hoping to get a better result there as well.
Hello and welcome. It's going to be a monotonous day when it comes to the terrain, but at least the teams with sprinters won't be complaining. And, of course, those opportunists with a bit of daring won't make their life easy.
Well, we're nothing if not daring, but will have to do well here in this third race of today. Can we get another good result? Can we make it 3 for 3 in amazing results? We already don't have a 2 for 2 in victories, but that's okay with me. Again, another day stage race, so I do not think that there will be a breakaway here that will stay in towards the end. And with 8 kilometers left to go here, I skip forward. There's some flags here in the middle of the road, which is weird. Anyway, with 8 kilometers left to go, I set up my sprint train. Heyo here, I want to get a good result with him for sure. Third last year in this race. Can we repeat this for him? Who knows? He does have to already waste a little bit of his energy trying to move forward. Turnbull getting stopped a bit by other riders. There is no breakaway ahead, so we can actually do a pretty good push here. We need to remember in this course there is a bit of a corner towards the end, if I remember correctly, and if we take the positioning in that corner, well, we should have a good result here. Towards the end, 3 kilometers left to go. The energy gels have been used. We are going to need them here in this final section. We are basically moving as quickly as we can. Here is the corner, 1.4 kilometers to go. 1 kilometer here before this sprint. Heyo! Can he get a good result here for us today? Fedity actually with an incredible sprint. Where did he come from? He was leading us out, but his positioning here in this corner was incredible. A first place for Oysten Fedity. Sung-Soo Heo with another third place, repeating his performance from last year. Barely behind the Dutch rider here that got second. Matthijs just barely behind Heo as well, and a 5th place for us too. So the 2nd place being stolen away from us, sadly, by this Dutch rider. But number 1, 3, 4, and 5 are for our team. A big sprinting team that I brought here towards this race. Sung-Soo Heo sadly not able to increase the performance or do a better performance this year. A 3rd place again, but I'm still very proud of him. Congratulations, however, to Oysten Fedity, the man that lost basically most of his potential in the previous episode, went from 5.5 to like 3. But showing incredible performances here time after time, meaning that we did do a fantastic signing with him. Let's make sure to keep that up with him as well. Oysten Fedity, the winner of this Algerian race here in the Grand Prix de la Ville d'Oran. And Heo Sung-Soo 3rd, Van Strijtem 4th, Savkovski 5th. Honestly, an incredible result here by our team. Even Joseph getting a 15th place here. Here is the Dutch rider that got 2nd place. He has a 3-point stats. Interesting. Anyway, basically the top 5 consists out of 4 of our riders. So I still think this is an incredible result. Getting our 2nd victory of today. Fantastic job here by a team. We keep getting those 3rd places as well. 3 3rd places in 3 races. What else can we do here in today? Fedity Oysten, or Oysten Fedity, the man who got his potential heavily decreased here. As you can see, I'm a bit disappointed that he now has such a reduced sprinting capacity, but he keeps winning. How does this man do it? On to the Tour of Changyeong, our first Korean race here of this episode, a 3-day stage tour. Karl Christoph being the top contender here in today's race. It finishes uphill. Let's see if he can do well there.
It's going to be a monotonous day when it comes to the terrain, but at least the teams with sprinters won't be complaining. And, of course, those opportunists with a bit of daring won't make their life easy.
Here we are in this tour. Our Korean national champion is with us today, making sure that, if we get some good positioning here with him, that would be great. The number 1 contender of today is Karl Christoph, hoping that we can succeed here with him. Trying to jump away here with Yon. It is a Korean race. We have the Korean national champion with us. Let's see how well he will do here in this race. But it's a bit tricky. You see here the peloton is chasing very, very hard after Yon. Unable to really get away, and the moment that we stop racing with Yon, they stop as well, so they do not want Yon to get away. Understandable, as he is the Korean national champion here, driven to succeed here in this race. In the meantime, we'll protect our sprinters and move slightly towards the end. Jae Hwan-jun, our new mountain champion here today. I'm deciding that I want to get at least the mountain jersey with him as well, scoring some mountain points. Did we score these mountain points? Did we mess up here? Ooh, we barely got these mountain points. Excellent job here by us. And now we just need to make sure to set up towards the end. And I want to make sure that Jae Hwan-jun gets the mountain jersey as well here for our team. I think that would be ideal. And yeah, let's just, try to get some good results. Here towards the end, 6 kilometers left to go. The road where Yu Sarang rode away from basically his group that he was with. Today he is not with them, with us, so because his conditioning was just absolutely awful. So not much that he could do here in this race. However, Yon doing a fantastic little lead out here for our team, dropping them off relatively well. We are so well positioned here, so super far from Kim Sung-pong, our mountain support specialists here, already doing a fantastic job. 1.2 kilometers left to go. Jae Hwan-jun pushing forward. Heo sadly running out of steam. That means I need to jump away with Karl Christoph. He does do a big jump, passing the rider here in the middle. First, Karl Christoph, obviously. Well done by him. Second, Jae Hwan-jun. Another fantastic job here by Jae Hwan-jun, proving how good he is here on this hill. Even in this last little bit, I did not expect him to do that well here, jumping forward and getting across the line here a second, even as the lead-out man. The rest of our team slowly but surely getting behind him. I'm not entirely sure where Heo ended up, but we will have to see here in the results. First, at least for this stage, Karl Christoph, fantastic job. He was the favorite for today's stage, and he proved himself there. Second, Hwan Chun-jae, fantastic job here by him. In 6th place, Sung-soo Heo. So even though he ran out of energy, still got across the line here as 6th. That little mountain upwards apparently destroying the rest of our competitors as well. That means, at least for now, that in the general classification, Christoph Kral is the number 1 of the general classification. He is ahead by 4 seconds on Hwan Jun-jae. The bonus seconds here at the end, catapulting all the way to first place. Second, Hwan Jun-jae. And also, wow, Hwan Jun-jae first in the climbers classification, obviously getting those mountain points earlier, and now getting across the line as second, gaining an additional bonus mountain points here as well, moving him up to first place. Let's see if we can keep this mountain jersey in our hands, or even better, if he can move up here in this race. Points classification, Karl Christoph. I guess he just got the 25 points from finishing first, so great job here by him. Hwan Jun-jae here in second. The rest of the points don't really matter too much. At least we have the green jersey, the polka dot jersey, and the yellow jersey so far. Because Kral is quite young, he also has the Young Riders classification, of course. 4th currently in the Young Riders classification is Heo, however. 17 seconds here off the lead. Maybe we can do something with him. It is a Korean race. I would like to have the Koreans do well here in this race as well. As we are a Korean team, I think these are the races where we should prove ourselves. If only there were 1.1 or 1 point World Tour races in Korea, I think we could really set this team on the map. But sadly, there are not, so we have to do it with these 1.2 races here for this Korean team. As you can see here, Heo Sung-soo getting across the line here as 6th today. A number 1 and number 2 here for Karl Christoph and Jae Hwan-jun, basically positioned them perfectly here in the first stage of the Tour of Changnyeong. Fantastic job here by them today. 10 bonus seconds here across the line, and that's what catapulted them basically in first place. The rest of our team a little bit behind here in today's stage, but that is totally okay. First place and second place here in the points classification. First place in the mountain classification here. And first in the Young Riders classification as well. And the team classification for us. So, yay. Going on to general classification. Heo, sadly, no bonus seconds for him. Meaning that he does not have, or he moves down from 6th from the stage to 8th in the general classification. But he is quite close to the rest of our team, 17 seconds behind the number 1. If we can get some bonus seconds with him and he doesn't lose additional time here on Karl Christoph, he might be able to move on. Let's see what we can do here in this second mountain stage, or in the second stage of the Tour of Changnyeong.
It's an undulating route, so it will be a tactical race. It's a beautiful day today. That should be to the liking of most riders.
Most riders, including us. Another bit of a mountainous stage. I think I want to send out Jae Hwan-jun here. Ooh, I'm actually sending out Kim Sung-bong, our mountain specialist, our hill specialist. Let's see what we can achieve with him. There are mountain points here up for grabs, so why not try and get that? And yeah, he does quite well, jumps away here immediately. In hindsight, should I have sent out Jae Hwan-jun, our mountain rider? Maybe, probably, but I think it's more important to keep him for the end of the stage. There is another uphill finish here, and proving like last time, he did incredibly well there to get across the line here as second, even though he was lead out, even though he was already pushing for a kilometer almost. So I'm hoping that he will do the same here today. Kim Sung-bong getting across the line here as first here in this in-between mountain point. Onto the second in-between mountain point. There is a big jump here by Kim Sung-bong. I see the line here. I get across the line here, and I am happy that I got across the line here as first, except that is not the line for the in-between mountain points. It is up here. This group already not working along with me, now also stealing away the second mountain points. At this point, I could not care less, and I just sit back and wait for the group. We are now one big group again, 4 kilometers left to go here for the team. Hong already did his first push. Yeon, the national champion of Korea, again here in this final mountainous area. 2 kilometers left to go. There is the little breakaway, currently still ahead, but we will push hard enough to get past them. Can we move up here with Jae Hwan-jun? 2 kilometers, it is starting to go uphill. He is our mountain specialist. We still have Heo doing a lot better than last time, doing a fantastic lead-out sprint here. Kral Christoph, can he get across the line here as first? There is a rider behind him. Does he get past? No, he keeps in a perfect tempo, gets across the line in a fantastic position. Heo getting across the line as third even. Fantastic job here by him. Hwan Jun-jae get across the line as fifth. Christoph Kral extending his lead, showing that he's not a pure class sprinter, but can also do well on uphill finishes here with today's stage. The rest of our team finishing slightly behind. Kim Sung-bom probably absolutely exhausted after his initial stint, so he will probably need some rest. But at least we have another victory here in today's stage. It is going incredibly well. Christoph Kral proving his worth, proving his skill, doing fantastic. And Sung-soo Heo in another third place for him. He keeps racking up third places earlier in their episode as well. Here in this stage, another one. In the general classification, Hwan Jun-jae still in second place. Thomas de Neve, the second place of today, moving up a couple of places, currently in fourth, so we need to be wary of him, hoping he does not improve too much. Christoph Kral maintaining his first place, extending it even, so great job by him. Hwan Jun-jae, still our mountain leader. I don't think he did too much today. He basically scored some mountain points here and there where possible, but you know, he is currently tied for first. But seeing that we got these points earlier, we are still first in the best climber classification, and we want to keep that. Christoph Kral with 2 wins here, keeping first in this points classification. Sung-soo Heo actually boosting up a bunch because of that third place here in today's stage, getting a bunch of bonus points here as well. He must have won, or he must have done something in an intermediate sprint point at some point, because he has a decent amount of points. Either way, Young Riders classification, Christoph Kral, number 1. General classification, Christoph Kral, number 1. Second place, Hwan Jun-jae. 5th place currently for Sung-soo Heo, 23 seconds behind, losing a bit of time here on Christoph, thanks to that first place in today's stage by him. As you can see here, first place, Kral Christoph, and third place here by Heo. Fantastic job here by our team. We scored a bit of mountain points. Kim Sung-bong did his best here today. Jae Hwan-jun scoring some mountain points here where possible after leaving, or basically the group falling behind. Heo moving up to third place here in the points classification. Those points apparently enough to move him all the way up. Heo also moving up some places here. 2 places. I thought he was 8th before. Maybe one of the riders fell out. Either way, moving up 2 places here, all the way up to 5th currently. Fantastic job here by Heo. Mountains classification, Jae Hwan-jun, king of the mountains at the moment. 1 more stage to go. Can we defend that jersey? We'll have to see. Young Riders classification and team classification are for us. We have a 14-second lead to our teammate, a 16-second lead to the Japanese rider here. All we need to do here is make sure that we protect it in the third stage, which is a flat stage, a very short flat stage, as you can see here, 36 kilometers. We'll have to see how we'll do. It'll basically just be a sprint train straight from the start.
For those who are good on the flat. The race race will take place in beautiful weather conditions.
At least the weather conditions for today are beautiful, as the commentator has said. Again, 36 kilometers, a very, very short third stage. This is a stage for the sprinters, which means that Yon, the best sprinter in Korea, obviously as he won the sprint with his national, for the national jersey, is trying to get away, but again, for this one, the peloton does not want to let him go. He is no threat to the general classification. He is 51 seconds behind, but I really wanted to try and do something here with him. The peloton is just not going to let him go at all, which means that we will just protect our riders until we reach the in-between sprint points, try to get some additional seconds here in points, and move up our riders where we can. On to the second in-between sprint point, which is also 10 kilometers before the finish line. That's how short this stage is, 36 kilometers total. Really nothing for our team. So that means that, and this is really what I want to try, we can keep pushing, or we can start pushing here from this 10-kilometer mark. As you can see, Kim Sung-bong up ahead here for our team. Jae Hwan-jun, our mountain rider, up right now. 500 meters left to go. He sprints, gets first across the line here, second for Yon, which means 3 bonus seconds for Jae Hwan-jun. Let's go! Let's secure that second place here, our mountain rider in this stage. And I would love to do something here with Yon, but as you can see, what I didn't see is that our sprint train is kind of ruined. I attacked with Jae Hwan-jun, which broke up the rest of our team, and that means that I lost my sprint train. Heo doing a big push here from the back to get forward, losing a lot of energy here, sadly. 2 kilometers left to go. I tried to sprint here with Heo, 1.2 kilometers left to go, but the lead out was just not great. Kral Christoph, can he do it on might? Can he do it on power? Can he win a third stage in a row here in today's tour? Can he win? No, sadly not. Yodo Kim, our Korean competitor, the rider that has been doing well also in other tours and other stages, gets across the line here as first. Kral Christoph, a second place for him. Still an incredible job overall. Sung-soo Heo, 11th for him. If we didn't lose our sprint train, if we did a little bit better, we probably could have gotten this third win here in this tour, absolutely dominating with Kral Christoph. But sadly, that is not the case. Either way, we win the general classification here with Kral Christoph. Hwan Jun-jae making sure that his second place is now as stable as you can get. He was already a couple of seconds in front of the Japanese rider, but because of that in-between sprint point, winning it, basically getting 3 additional bonus seconds and securing that as well. The mountain jersey also secured here by Hwan Jun-jae. No additional mountain points here to get by our team or by other teams, so good job here by Hwan Jun-jae. Because of the 2 victories and the second place here by Kral Christoph, he wins the points classification as well as the Young Riders classification, because of this, obviously his positioning as well. Heo getting a 4th place here in the Young Riders classification. Fantastic job here by him. 26 seconds behind Kral Christoph. Man, what was he dominating here in today's stage, this Korean stage with our Korean team. It was important for us to show up here, and I feel like we could not have done that any better. Kral Christoph, winner of 3 jerseys here in today's tour, the yellow, the green, and the white jersey. A fantastic job here. Kim Yoro actually moving up 5 places here with his win. Congratulations to him. Again, he might be a rider that we were interested in for next season. We'll have to keep an eye out for him. Yon moving up 10 places as well, probably getting some bonus seconds, or other riders moving behind or falling or something like that. Either way, most of our team within a top 20 position, which is a fantastic look here for our team. Kral Christoph, Jae Hwan-jun, and Heo also top 3 in the points classification. Jae Hwan-jun securing the mountains jersey as well. And as you can see here, because of our positioning, Kral Christoph, Jae Hwan-jun, and Heo Sung-soo also doing a fantastic job in the Young Riders classification. I feel like this was a very dominating performance here by our team in this 1.2 race. Again, Kral Christoph, 3.5 stars, incredible evaluation, incredible potential here as a sprinter, and puncher, and basically everything around sprinting, even uphill, which I did not expect. So he does also have the race bonus here for the equipment that we got him, so I think that's all helping him, but overall, incredible performance here today by him. Now let's move on to the next race, another day stage race, the Grand Prix de la Ville d'Annaba. Very flat, great for our sprinters.
The profile of this race is quite flat. Expect a fast pace from the peloton. It is under a bright sun that today's race will be run.
Great for our sprinters, and we brought basically all of them with us today, except for Christoph Krall. He is taking a break after all those previous races. We do have Kim Hyun-suk, one of the main sprinters of last season, with us today. Let's see how we will do in this incredibly flat stage, in this beautifully sunny stage as well. Again, a day stage, so I do not expect the breakaway to end up winning. What's important for us will be to stick up front, protect our riders, and go all the way towards the end. Which, 10 kilometers to go, we are here. We have arrived. There is a little group of 3 trying to get away. They will definitely not get away. What we need to do is set up our sprint train and make sure to actually sprint properly. I have Kim Hyun-suk leading them out today instead of Carpentier, I am hoping that Carpentier will have the stamina left to just do a massive push towards the end. He does have a slightly higher acceleration than Kim Hyun-suk, so that's why I put Kim Hyun-suk first basically in this train. Yeah, basically let's try to get a good result here with Sawakovsky, our Finnish sprinter of this team. Carpentier now up around the corner. There is another rider trying to jump away here. There is a lot of attacks happening here towards this end, which I didn't expect. But, 3 kilometers left to go. That means that he basically needs to sprint and try to get away from the main peloton while we are going as fast as we can. Will he make it? 70 seconds to go. The gap is not decreasing that much, so maybe he will be. I have to sprint here quite early with Ferretti. 500 meters to go. Sawakovsky, we jumped away from the group here insanely. Sawakovsky get across the line here as first. Oysen Ferretti as second. Van Strijtem even as fourth here. Wow, we really broke up in this last little corner just before the finish. We really pushed away here with Van Strijtem and really broke off from the main peloton, getting across the line here as first and second. Incredible result here by our 2 riders. This is going extremely well. Some would even say too well for us, unexpectedly. I thought this would be more tricky. They are 1.2 races. Our riders have improved. They are much better than last season, so I'm happy that we're getting a lot of wins. But getting these consistent 1 and 2s is surprising. I didn't expect that at the beginning of the season. Anyway, let's enjoy these victories. Let's enjoy KoRail being the #1 team here today. #1 in this tour, second as well for us. That means, a good amount of points and bonus seconds as well. Or bonus, good amount of points and money for us as well. 4th place for Van Strijtem. Florian Carpentier getting across the line here as 15th. Obviously, visibility of 10. We rocked this race. We did extremely well. I was surprised that the Algerian rider here almost got away, almost made it here towards the end. I think if he jumped away a little bit later, he probably would have made it towards the end, had enough energy left to actually do so. But in the end, we caught up with him just before the line and, managed to get this victory here for us. So, incredible job here by our team today. Let's keep this up. We don't have many races left to go, but let's do our best. Next up, another Algerian race here in the Grand Prix de la Ville d'Alger. A hilly race this time, where I hope our hill riders will do well.
Undulating route, so it will be a tactical race.
A very tactical race here for us today. Yu Zarang is with us, one of our hill specialists from last season. Jae Hwan-jun, our current mountain rider, which I'm hoping to save up towards the end, or hoping to save up his energy towards the end, and I will protect him with Yu Zarang. The one mountain rider, one hill rider, protecting the other hill rider. They basically are my best bet here towards the end. Other than that, I have Owen Cole and a lot of the sprinters here with us today. If it does turn out to be a sprint stage towards the end, then I can do well with them. Although the statistics for today are super duper great. There's a lot of minuses here on the board, so we'll have to see how that'll go. 8 kilometers here towards the end. It is another uphill and a lot of down and uphill sections here. I need to start pushing. I need to start breaking up this peloton. I need to exhaust the other riders. I need to try and exhaust maybe some of the sprinters even, if possible. So they get left behind. You see here from Strijdom, the number 4 in the previous race, starting his lead out of today's stage. He has a -2 modifier, so I thought it would be a good choice to go with him first. And there are some riders attacking here already with 4 kilometers left to go. I think this is way too early for them to do so. The stage is also slightly too difficult here for Yusarang, running out of energy 3 kilometers before the end here. Owen Cole taking over, sprinting up this mountain. The group is slowly but surely splintering. We are getting ahead of ourselves, sprinting relatively early. 1 kilometer to go. Joseph Turnbull, will he do it? Will Jae Hwan-ju do it? No, Carpentier actually, with his amazing lead out, managing to get across the line here as first. Turnbull second, Jae Hwan-ju as third, making sure that we get another top place here in this race. These races have been going incredibly well. I think last time we got outside of the top 20 in this race, so incredible job by us here today. On to the stage results. As you can see here, Carpentier with his first ever victory here for our team. Our support rider, not expecting him to win actually in these stages, but our support rider actually winning. Our British rider here in second place, and our mountain specialist in third. With the uphill section that was happening, I would have expected him to do a little bit better, but the sprint statistics just weren't there for Jae Hwan-ju today. In the end, being beat out by 2 of his teammates, I think that is a pretty good way to get beaten out by. 9th place for Owen Cole. Van Strijdom even ending up in 12th position, even though he sprinted first. Yusarang sadly ending up in 38th position here. Not the best race for him, just not doing as well as possible. But Jae Hwan-ju, our best placed Korean rider here, in third, with a number 1 and 2 for the rest of their team. So incredible job here by us. Up next, the Tour of Alanya, another day stage race, another slight hill in the middle here, flat towards the end. Time for our sprinters to do well, and it is a mostly Korean team here today with Karl Christoph, our team leader, our top sprinter here in this team, trying to see if we can get a good result here with our riders, with our sprinter. We have been doing incredibly well. Let's keep this up.
The profile of this race is quite flat. Expect a fast pace from the peloton.
Fast pace by the peloton expected here today. We have our Finnish rider sprinter here today. We have Karl Christoph, our Czech rider here today, to sprint towards a good finish, and Heo Sung-soo and Kling Hyun-sok. Our team is so sprinter focused, it is insane. Again, a breakaway is forming, but I do not expect them to get towards the end, and we'll just conserve our energy and try to do, a good result here with our team. Now, 10 kilometers before the end, obviously, as usual, we start up our sprint train. Some of our riders are a bit exhausted. These mountains in the middle have taken its toll on them. But can we survive here towards the end? 8 kilometers left to go. Yon with a big push in his national jersey of Korea. Will he maintain that this year or not? We will have to see. I hope he will. Either way, we are focusing here on today's result. 5 kilometers left to go. Karl Christoph in the last wheel, gearing up for a large sprint. He has lost the connection a bit here from our team, so I'm hoping that he finds it. There we go. And now we just need to make sure that we survive these next 3 kilometers. Energy gels have popped, and we just need to make it towards the finish line. Heo now leading out the group. Next up is Van Strijdom. Basically our 3 top sprinters here today in this race. A little bit less than a kilometer to go. I put on Savukovsky. Kral now 800 meters. Can he win? Can he sprint towards the finish line first? Yes, he can. With power, with strength. Karl Christoph gets across the line here as first. Severi Savukovsky as 5th. Van Strijdom as 11th. And Heo Sung-soo as 12th. So our Korean riders really pushed to their limits here today, getting across the line a little bit later. But thanks to their amazing efforts, they managed to get Karl Christoph across the line here as first. Another victory for Karl Christoph, showing his expertise, showing his might, showing his prowess here today, with a tree beautifully blocking his stage. And, he's very excited about that tree. He's very excited about winning. And again, the tree is very interesting here and very prevalent here in this celebration. blocking out one of the lovely ladies here handing out the flowers. Anyway, on to the results. Kral Christoph again as first. Somehow we got a visibility of 9. I have no idea how we got a visibility of 9 winning this entire thing, but okay. And yeah, Savikovsky here as 5th as well. And later on in the rankings is the rest of our team. Most importantly is we won the Tour of Alanya, and we're hoping to, you know, keep this up, keep all these efforts up. We are winning a lot. I'm wondering if this might be slightly too easy for us and if we need to up the difficulty. It is currently at hard, and I would like to maybe start off doing extreme because we are winning everything. Anyway, next up is the Visit South Aegean Islands, one of Jon's top results. As you can see here, Jon, winner of last year and winning all the 3 jerseys, a 2-stage tour. Both of them are quite hilly, both of them are slightly mountainous. Can we win it with some of our riders? We'll have to see. Maybe Jon can, you know, get another great result here in these stages. We are not part of the top 10 here today, so it could be a tricky one.
It's an undulating route, so it will be a tactical race.
An undulating route, whatever that means. It is today, and we have some sprint points and in between mountain points up ahead. I want to try and sprint away here with Jon, but he is in the middle of the pack and the rest of our riders are even further behind, so there's no way for us to get into the breakaway today. I would have loved to do so today. Get Jon in another incredible position, try and get some additional bonus seconds, try and get him into a great position of winning this tour. I do want Jon to get another victory under his belt. He did incredibly last year, jumping away and winning basically the tour in the breakaway, getting an incredible lead, leaving everyone behind. And yeah, he tries to jump away here up a mountain, loses all his energy, and that is his try for today here for Jon. A little group of 2 riders is away. Again, I want to try and break away, but he just has no energy left. And that's just going to be it. We're going to be caught by the peloton, and need to suffer having 2 riders in front of us without any chance for us to catch up with Jon. Sadly, he does get across the line here as 3rd, at least getting another little bonus second, getting another in between sprint point, but nothing too serious here today. 1 kilometer before this last mountain or in between mountain point, I want Jae Hwan-jun to do well here in these mountain points. I want him to get that jersey, but the other riders just seem slightly too strong for me, and he gets across the line here as 3rd. Now we just need to make sure to protect the remaining of our riders. Cole somehow got behind, somehow is now 10 minutes behind the main group. Oh no, Cole, you poor soul. In the meantime, 3 kilometers left to go. There is an uphill section ahead. We do have Jae Hwan-jun in our team, our mountain specialist of today. Jon, the winner of last year, is here today as well. 1 kilometer left to go. Do I want to sprint or not? It is a tricky section. It is very much uphill. What will happen? What will we do here? Van Strijdom looking incredibly well here. Uphill, winning the sprint here for the other riders. Jae Hwan-jun, 2nd place here by him. Whoa. I thought he would do slightly better here, Jae Hwan-jun, with his uphill sprint, but sadly getting across the line here 2nd. Van Strijdom, either way, winning the 1st stage. Jon getting across the line here as 17th. Even Joseph getting across the line here as 7th. So it's a pretty great result here for us today. Van Strijdom winning the 1st stage here of the Visit South Aegean Islands. Hwan-jun Jae currently in 2nd as well. So 2 great, like for the next stage, our positioning is fantastic. All we need to do is just maintain the jersey and maintain the distance that we have. We have a 4-second gap over Hwan-jun Jae thanks to the bonus seconds that we got in the in the finish line, getting those 10 bonus seconds. Jon currently, even though he is 10 seconds behind it because he finished at the same time, got that bonus second, remember, in the beginning, and therefore is currently in the top 10 position. So fantastic job here by him. Hwan-jun Jae, I really wanted to do well here with him in this best climbers classification, but he did not cross the line there as first, so that's a bit tricky. In the Young Riders classification, we are first, second, and third. Charlie Page on there, currently riding for the Unibet Titema Rockets. So it's interesting to see him in this stage as well. And of course, we are first in this stage as a team as well. Cole Owen getting across the line 14 minutes behind the main group. I don't know what happened. He got left behind and was unable to catch up in this hilly terrain. And here we have Charlie Page, currently riding for X-Speed United Continental, so dropped by the Unibet Titema Rockets. It is so fun to see these riders that you would expect to be in different teams now currently in the, more like continental teams or different teams as well, and seeing what happened to them and how they are doing. At least he's doing well here in this tour, currently third in the Young Riders classification. Good job, Charlie. You're doing well, man. And yeah, we just need to maintain our 10-second lead, or well, I should say the 6-second lead, currently towards the number 3, and our 4-second lead to Jae Jun. Maybe with Jae Jun we can win this second stage as well. The second stage also quite hilly, so we'll have to see. Again, second stage quite hilly. Maybe this is the stage for Jae Jun to really push hard and show what he's gotten and get those additional bonus seconds on Van Strijtem and get across the line here as first. There are only 2 in-between hill sprints today, so maybe we can get the hill jersey with Jae Jun, but there's no bonus seconds to be got.
The profile of the route is a fairly mixed bag, so everybody should find a section to their pleasing.
A rainy day here today for us. Van Strijtem and Joseph Turnbull have minus statistics. Our own Cole with yesterday's feat of strength, which cost him so much time, is exhausted as well. Again, I don't think the breakaway will make it towards the end. I think we can be safe and stay here in the bunch, save our energy for these last climbs, especially the last climb with basically a double climb towards the end. Can be quite tricky. Maybe I want to jump away with Jon. I would have loved to jump away with Jon, but he again is way too far in the back to do anything, so no chance for us to do anything. Let's focus on this stage win. 7 kilometers to go, however. The breakaway is 2 minutes away, and we have a little bit of the first climb left and a little bit of the second climb left, so we really need to push hard to even get close to this breakaway. I do not want to do what basically happened to Jon last year, where the rider in the breakaway won the stage in the end. Van Strijtem here in the wheel behind Jae Jun, the number 2 in the classification, basically sprinting up and down mountains to try and catch up towards this breakaway. He is much stronger than the people in the breakaway here, so can he catch up? He is reducing the gap. There are riders from the breakaway group falling out of the breakaway group. They are exhausted. Ooh, it's a bit over 1.5 minutes remaining. There is another climb left though, 200 meters left for them. There's no chance for us to catch up with them, sadly. 1 kilometer left for us. That does mean that Van Strijtem can do a massive sprint here towards the end. Can he protect his leader's jersey? That is the question today. He was 4 seconds off of Jae Jun. He will beat Jae Jun once again, as Jae Jun basically let him out towards the finish line. But can he protect his leader's jersey? Let's see. Yes, he can. The riders in the breakaway apparently not challenging enough for Van Strijtem, and therefore he beats the other riders, makes sure that he maintains his leader's jersey. 4 seconds on Hwan Jun-jae, same time as last stage as well. Another winner from our team in the Visit South Aegean Islands. One of my favorite races, as we have very good results in this race every time. This is the second time that we've had it, and yeah, basically only wins except for the second stage here as well for this Visit South Aegean Islands, where we basically just got a top 10 with our riders. 7th place here for Van Strijtem. Let's see what happened here in the general classification. There is a group about 1 minute and 40 seconds away, and you see some riders jumping up 70 positions. 6 seconds more and we would have lost our first place here. So the pushing was necessary. It was important for us to do. In the end, defending the title, defending our yellow jersey. Jae Jun getting a 2nd place here as well. Fantastic job by our team. Getting another 1st place here in the South Aegean Islands. Winning almost every stage in this episode, doing incredibly well. Sadly, no points and mountain jersey here for us. We couldn't get in those breakaways, couldn't score any points there. But you know, I will more and more happily take a first and second place here in today's stage in the Visit South Aegean Islands. Incredible result here again by our team. And yeah, basically an episode full of successes for us. And again, the question is here, should I up the difficulty? I'm pretty sure I should. It was on hard. Let's keep it to extreme. We are winning too much. Maybe this is too easy. Maybe our riders are just too good for 1.2 stages, and we should be heading more towards 1.1 stages. So that's the goal for next episode. More 1.1 stages, and obviously trying to win them on extreme difficulty. Now an overview. The points is a bit tricky, again, with Heo and Kim Yeon-suk having such a massive list of points from last season. It is a bit tricky to see what the results for them are this season, as they keep being carried over towards new seasons. So instead, I thought this would be a great overview. Basically results here in 1.2 races, or in X.2 races, or X.1 races, or Pro or World Tour, or whatever it is that we want to do. I feel like this is basically the best overview I can give you guys. Christoph Kroll currently the number one with 6 first place finishes and 2 second places, and basically trying to give a good overview of how our riders are doing, how are they performing. Even Carpentier winning a stage here in today's episodes, winning a stage in the overall classification of our team. Heo Sang-soo with 2 second places in total. An incredible job here today by our team. A lot of wins, a lot of victories, a lot of amazing results. And I just want to keep that up in these episodes as well. Next episode, it will be more tricky. We will do it with a higher difficulty. We will try and raise some more difficult stages as well. So hope you're looking forward to that. Hope you're going to check that out, and hope to see you next time in those next episodes. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe and all the other jazz. See you next time. Goodbye.